Well, navigating politics and curating antiques might seem worlds apart, but both require a keen eye and an appreciation of history. Someone bridging that divide is my guest, Jason Roth, the new owner of Castaways Vintage to Modern Antiques. Hey, Jason.
Hey, and thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being back. You've got a background in political stuff, public policy. What on earth inspired you to buy an antique store?
It was really kind of the universe pointing me in this direction. I've always been a thrifter ever since I was a kid, going into Goodwills. I grew up in the grunge era of Miami, so half my wardrobe was from Goodwill, and I had an aunt that taught me all about antiques, my Aunt Bobby. And so I've always just been interested in old things, things that have history. I'm one of those people that goes in the weekends and goes antiquing.
Okay.
And so when I was driving past one of my favorite stores about a month and a half ago, I saw this 50% off fire sale sign out front. So, of course, I went in and I asked the owner, what's going on? And the owner, Wendy Thompson, or the previous owner, Wendy Thompson, she was like, well, my mom started this store about 10 years ago and my husband retired and we want to travel. We want to take a trip to Alaska. And I go, well, that's a shame. I love this shop. It's always been one of my favorite shops. And she goes, well, maybe I'll find someone to buy it. And I said, let's talk about that. And so a couple weeks later, we came to terms, and here I am,
Wow.
small business owner in Avondale.
Wow. Um, it is a iconic store. I guess now, it's collectibles, it's antiques, it's some mid-century modern furniture. How do you describe the overall vibe of the store?
So it's a straight antique store right now. We have over 100 consigners, not a lot of renters. I am looking for renters and booth renters, but it's very eclectic. It's got everything, like the name says, vintage to modern. Lots of china, a lot of glassware, but also curious little things. One of the things that I've been doing is there's this great app called Curio, which I just downloaded, and I think it's powered by AI, and you basically just take a picture of it and then it brings up the history, it does the best estimation of bringing up the history and identifying what the antique
How
is.
fun. You've brought actually something with you,
i
right?
did i did I bought this cool little piece that I actually found back in a corner of the store,
He's unwrapping
and
it here if you
I'm,
can't
I'm
hear.
unwrapping it. I'm going to be careful with it. It's when I snap this on the Curio app,
Wow,
it's
that's neat.
this 1920s, 1930s bronze sculpture from France, very Parisian. They were a famous Art Deco kind of style. And I actually, just as I was wrapping it up, I realized that this moves here. This is like a little can girl that
Oh, wow.
moves.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to show that bottom
Yeah,
part on public
I won't.
radio,
I won't.
television
I
stream.
won't go much farther beyond that. But it's finding these little treasures. We're having a lot of fun, just looking through all the little nooks and crannies, rearranging the store. We've got some plans for the store, though. It's going to continue to be core antiques, but we're going to try to bring in a lot of local makers and artists. There's a vintage boutique clothing shop in the back that's a little more Goodwill, and we're going to try to curate it, make it a little more vintage fashion. And then, of course, you know that I'm a huge music fan. And
Right.
so I
Some
would
people may
be,
recognize you. You
yeah,
would come and do the 52 concerts in 52 weeks with Heather Schatz.
right, right. And I would be remiss if I didn't incorporate that into my next adventure. And so in the very back of the store, we're going to build a music memorabilia and vinyl record shop.
Oh, wow.
I want to sort
Look
of,
out, David Luckin.
yeah,
He's gonna be
his
headed your
eyes
way.
lit up when I told him this. Something straight out of Empire Records. We're going to have a listing room and stuff. I really want the store to be something, a place where people can come and hang out and sort of be a nexus for the community.
Is it going to have kind of a hangout component in terms of, you know, coffee or cocktails or anything like
Yeah,
that?
so hopefully in the next year, I'd like to clear out a little space. There's a door that's completely blocked. It's actually a double storefront, and there's one front door in the plaza that's completely locked and blocked with merchandise. We're going to open that up, clear out a corner, and hopefully build out a little coffee and wine bar and be a gathering space for the community.
Excellent. So, antiquing, like adulting, can be hard. Do you have tips for people who enjoy it but maybe don't know how to approach it with an eye towards acquiring things of value, or do you just kind of buy what you like?
Yeah, you have to buy what you like. If you go in with some sort of goal, you're almost always going to be disappointed. The one thing I love about antique stores is the inventory is always changing. And so you can go into one of your favorite stores, you can browse around, and then you can come back a few months and find completely different stuff because the stuff is the antiques, the merchandise, the inventory is always changing. So you just gotta kind of go again and again and again and make your circuit. Great date ideas, or if you're looking for something to do after brunch, a couple of the ideas that we've thrown around to get people in the store is a mimosa brunch. So come get a mimosa, wander around the store, see
Fun.
if you want to buy some china.
Excellent. Well, Jason Roth, he's the new owner of Castaways Vintage and Modern.
Castaways Vintage to Modern. You could find us on Facebook, and you can also follow our Instagram at Castaways Jacks.
All right. It's on St. John's Avenue. Jason Roth, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right.